There are so many cryptocurrencies out there that it can become pretty confusing to know where to take your hard-earned cash or your time. Mining crypto is one way to earn currency without investing in it, but that too can feel like a massive mountain to climb. It can be hard to know where to start or how to actually make money while doing it. So let's look at some tips that might help. This is how to make money while mining cryptocurrencies. Please remember to give this video a like if you enjoy it, and then please subscribe to our channel. It means a lot. And when you turn on the notifications, then we can keep you up to date on anything we post. Get efficient hardware. You need quite a bit of computing power in order to actually mine crypto. The more computing power you have, the more crypto you would be able to mine. There are a lot of machines that could work, so you need to make sure that you do your homework so that it is powerful enough to do what you want it to do. There are loads of different machines, and the prices for them vary greatly from machine to machine and from different manufacturers. It can depend a lot on how much computing power the hardware has and little energy it uses to power it. But we will speak about that a little bit later too, because less energy used does cut on your monthly cost, so you do need to consider that too. One of the most important things to think about is how profitable it would be and how much crypto prices will need to fall for it to stop being profitable. But of course, there are still programs and software that you can use on your personal computer and even on your mobile phone to start your mining journey. The only thing is that these solutions might not be as profitable because you might not be able to mine as much at a time as you could with specialized hardware. Need to find ways of using cheap electricity. One of the biggest operating costs that there is in crypto mining comes from the electricity that is used to power the crypto hardware. Electric prices vary in all different countries and areas, and there are even areas where countries charge lower prices for things like mining crypto. It helps with economic growth, so sometimes it is in their best interest to give discounts on prices for electricity used in such circumstances. So subsidized electricity mining is possible in some areas, but now we do have to admit, most of the time it is for bigger mining farms. But it could make financial sense to look into it for your area and see if there are any financial benefits that could be gotten from mining. But on the other hand, if this is something that you would like to seriously pursue, then it might also be a good idea to look into other avenues of cheaper electricity. For example, investing in solar electricity systems could be a long-term financially viable option that could work for you. It all depends on how big you plan on taking your operation and if it would be able to run on the system through that. Get a reliable mining pool. Yes, you could mine completely on your own, but experts say that joining a reliable mining pool is the best way to make money when mining cryptocurrency. The network of mining machines, and especially the Bitcoin network, are so large that your chances of finding a block on your own aren't all that great, and that is one of the best ways of earning block rewards and transaction fees, so it is one of the biggest goals when mining crypto. But with the mining pool, your odds are much better. Anyone can join a mining pool, and then the profits for the pool are split based on computing power. So while you could make more money going in alone in theory, in reality you are more likely to make money if you have joined a mining pool. There are a number of different mining pools around, but the biggest ones that you could join are F2 Pool, Ant Pool, and Via BTC. Know the taxes for your area. You might not realize that there are still taxes involved with virtual currencies like crypto, but sadly most places do charge you taxes for different crypto. So it is important to make sure just how much it will cost you in the end paying taxes on the crypto that you have mined. To make sure that it will be worth it in the end, some places charge more for valuable coins, but again, it largely depends on where you live and the laws in your area. Get in at the start. Mining massive currencies like Bitcoin might seem like the most profitable option, but it might not actually be the case. There are a lot of costs involved with the more well-known cryptos and mining them. They might not seem as easily mined in the first place because there are less of them around, but by starting out with a smaller and lesser known crypto, you have the chance to mine way more coins that you could ever do with the big names. Obviously, they aren't as valuable right away, so it could be harder work to make a lot of money from this, but at the same time, it is possible that they could become seriously valuable over time. So it could take more time for you to make more money from this, but it could be seriously lucrative in the long run. Mining crypto and making money takes a lot of patience and time, and you won't be able to become a billionaire overnight, but it can be a lucrative investment in the long run. Start small. Obviously, the bigger you go, the more money you could make, but there is a lot of initial investment involved with starting to mine crypto. So starting small might be the better way to go. Starting out with only one machine or even with existing devices could help you learn the ropes and the best way to mine. This will help with keeping your initial investment smaller so that if things don't work out right away, you don't go broke while just starting out. That way, when you start expanding, then you can buy the rest of your equipment and the hardware out of the profits that you have have already made from mining. Plan ahead what to do with your coins. If you are lucky enough to mine a bunch of coins, then you will face the decision of what to do with them. One option is to sell them almost right away and hope that the time is optimal to make good profits from selling them. But storing them until the ideal time might be better and give you time to plan on when you want to sell and just how much. So for that, you would need a crypto wallet where you can safely store your coins until you're ready to use them or sell them. So that is another thing that you need to have when you are starting out so that you aren't left without all of the options. Fees when selling your coins. Making sure that you actually make money from mining means that you also need to consider just how much it will cost you. We have already spoken about the costs that there are to get started and also the running costs that you will have each month, but you also need to consider how much profit you will actually be making in the end. Just how much fees are involved with selling your coins. To help with this, you can go on the internet and check out many different mining profit calculators that will help you see exactly how much profit you will make when selling. Then you have a better idea of what you can expect and you can make better informed decisions in the long run. And being informed will help to ensure that you make the highest amount of money that you can make and maximize your profits. Make sure of your timing. It might seem like any time is a great time to get involved in crypto mining, but experts say there are times that are better and others that aren't, especially if you need to start seeing returns on your investments right away to be able to stay afloat. So before getting all of the hardware and completely throwing yourself into this endeavor, it would make sense to first check out what experts are saying about the situation surrounding crypto at the moment. And it always makes sense to take into account what Bitcoin is doing on the markets at the same time too. Even if you aren't planning on going into Bitcoin at all, the rates that they have and the situation it is in normally gives a good indication about the overall picture facing crypto at the moment. Now, of course, it is possible to get in at a time when things aren't going so hot in crypto, but then you will need to be prepared for a longer wait time. It might take longer before you can really start making a lot of money through just mining. So it depends greatly on what you can afford and how long you can wait. But timing is important, so it is something to consider before you get started. Play the markets. If it is at all possible for you to play the crypto markets, this is a great way of getting some much needed experience and learning how things work. If you could do this even before you start mining, this might be a great head start to your mining career. That doesn't mean that you need to invest massive amounts of money to play the markets or that you need to hold on to the coins you buy for a long time. Even buying and almost selling right away could give you what you need to prepare you for when you are ready to mine your own currency. It will help that you don't feel overwhelmed when the time comes to sell your own crypto. Do your research. The best way to make most money from mining crypto is just by being prepared before you get started in the first place. When you know what you're getting into, you can make the best decisions. Thanks for watching.